Hi, Club. Sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I just went outside and a bird had the most beautiful bird flew into my window and it's dead. And I just was dealing with that, I didn't know what to do because I was like maybe it's just stunned, but its head just totally. Sorry, that's really bummer. Hi, Madam Dram. Can everyone hear me okay? I almost started crying because it was such a beautiful, such a beautiful bird. And it just, I don't even know how it happened. Anyway, um, Dave's not home. Ciao. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Chicano Juarez. Hi, Jaden. Happy 420. Let me hit the vape. I missed it. Super sad, Madam Dram. Really beautiful bird. Anyway, this is like the most basic bitch vape. Of course, Bonbon doesn't want to sleep on her bed. Let me see if I can put her on there. Hello, baby. Can I put you here? Oh, you're okay. Yeah. Oh, will you stay? Probably not, huh? Yeah. Ugh. Did it just turn off? Where did the Bonbon cam go? It's like it knows when she's sitting there and it just shut off. I'm gonna, 1 second. I can't handle this because we just set this up. And why does the GoPro never work for me? Okay, it's working fine now. It just shuts off. It sucks. And she's sitting on her thing. Let me see if I can delete this and try it again. Don't care. See, not. Hi everyone. I'm trying to get the puppy cam, but of course, as soon as I put her there and she actually stays this time, it's like, nah. Motherfucker. And for me to, okay, let me try it again. I don't want to restart this, right? Bonbon 2 is what we'll call it. And we'll try and connect it to the, no, it doesn't. Oh my God, I fucking hate GoPro. So, woo, fuck you, GoPro. It doesn't want to work with the setting, the OBS. Because GoPro's not really a streaming camera, but it's like, come on, GoPro. I just want to have a Bonbon cam. It's not like I'm asking that much of it, you know? Let me put my hair up. It's a little wild today. And this is a little, there we go. I could just move this down. I'm going to try and bring it back. Give me a secondo. Gotta have my hair up for this. Camera hub. Dave's not here, man. Wait, what are you guys talking about? No Cheech and Chong fan. Oh, yeah. Sorry, not really. But if you are, my bad. Enable virtual. Maybe that's what we need to do, is the camera hub or something. Anyway, that fucking sucks. That makes me so... That makes me so mad. I just wanted my goddamn GoPro to work. And it does work. Like when you... If I could show you... You know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. Because fuck this shit. Let me see if this will work. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to try something. Let me see how I can do this, because then I'd have to like keep it. I'm gonna try something up on my screen, right? Oh my god. Let me see if I can change the properties on this. Display capture, window capture, camera hub. Is that what that is? You guys are being so patient with me. Thank you. Window box Bluetooth. This is not camera hub. This is GoPro webcam version. So maybe I need to do an application. No. GoPro webcam. Ha ha ha, you motherfuckers. Can you see that? No, wait. Where's the bonbon? There it is. You won't stop me from getting my doggone screen. GoPro. I'm trying to do this so there's, I wish I didn't have to have like a little line there. What are we gonna do about that? Anyway, we'll just keep it like that for now. Ignore that little line. And you all can watch. Oops. Oh, wow. It'll really let me. Oh, I see what I can do here. Will that make it? It does make it smaller for you. Okay, give me a second. I know this is super annoying, but I have to like put this here. So it's like that. And then I'm gonna do this and put her right in there. No stopping me and my bonbon. Where there's a will, there's a way. Right? We did it. Okay. It's a little weird, okay? It's not ideal, but the GoPro wants to be a son of a bitch. There we go. We got the bonbon. That makes me happy. And she's sleeping there, so that's really rare. Don't usually get that. Look, my hair is so crazy. I'm a little frazzle-dazzled today. I'm just, what? I don't know. Like, ooh, who's calling me? Spectrum. They'll never stop calling me. Those motherfuckers. They're a real scam. Spectrum. Okay. You want to know? Don't get Spectrum. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. If you have Spectrum, whatever. But it's very hard to cancel. They make it very hard to cancel, and I don't appreciate that. And they talk to you like you're crazy when you're like, listen, I just want to cancel. And they're like, well, can you answer me 50 questions? And I'm like, no, I don't want to answer those questions. But they don't let you get off the phone. It's their job. I get it. Okay. See, technology can be a real pain in the ass. So it's always good to have skills like rolling a joint, because you never know when your vape is going to crap out on you. And obviously skills like making edibles. Okay? Don't you even think about leaving that bed. Shit, 1 second. Let me move the camera a little bit so you at least get her face. It's just there. There you go. That's cute, right? There we go. We're happy. We're happy campers. Let me hit that vape again. I use compostable rolling machines. Cool. Hi, one happy mama. Sorry. I really do have a cute dog, though. And I feel like she deserves to be featured. I got her a couple years ago, right before I started writing my cookbook. And actually, let me drop that link for you. And she really helped me, like, just mentally, and also getting out of the house, like walking and stuff was like great. Okay. This is my cookbook. If you haven't gotten my cookbook yet, I highly recommend it. It's out. It has, what is on my neck? I don't know. It has 44 5-star reviews on Amazon, which is awesome. The trolls haven't come, knock on wood. Oops, I woke her up. Don't wake her up. And let me make sure this sound is turned off here so it doesn't turn on. Bibly, I will always make the effort to get Bonbon on camera. And so, yeah, Bonbon is the shit. We went for a nice long walk today, so she's tired. And today, let me get this out over here. I need a bigger desk. I need all sorts of things, but we're just making it work, my friends, because that's what you got to do sometimes. You just got to make it work, like the Bonbon cam. Okay, I got these chips here that I want to eat. I got this that I want to smoke a bowl. And I wanted to see this. Okay, so tonight's theme is Lightbulb Vapes, which not necessarily a focus on that, Volcanoes and the tech that got us high. That's the title today. And we're going to I want to look at these Lightbulb vapes because I was like, what the hell is a Lightbulb vape? And it's nothing I would recommend doing, but, you know, interesting to see. John Johnson, are you my husband? Wow, are you? Are you CL? My husband is John Johnson. I'm wondering if he has a secret YouTube account. Oh my God, the drama. What? The drama. Okay. Oh, thank you. This hair clip is the cutest. This is from my friend Miranda. She gave this to me, and it's a little pasta shape. It's farfalle pasta. Isn't that so cute? And also, farfalle means butterfly. So it's like my name. Very thoughtful. I wear it all the time. I'm so glad we're here for this. You're welcome, Michelle. You're welcome. Oh, wait, no, not me. You mean the drama. Michelle's here for the drama. I agree. I'm here for it, too. I got more of those potato chips that I ate in that video. Can I just tell you, I'm not sponsored by this. I'm not sponsored by this chip company. I just really like these. They smashed. They're Christie's Supernatural potato chip, whatever that means. Mystery flavor Zamboni, right? And it's potatoes, sunflower or safflower oil, maltodextrin. Love some of that. Vinegar, sea salt, sugar, malic acid, paprika, onion powder, spices, natural smoke flavor, citric acid, tapioca solids. Ooh, I wonder what they're doing with that. Probably to like soak up some of the moisture. Let me open these. I need a little snack. Ooh! See how the dates are so good. Those Gateau dates, I really love those. So these are kind of like all dress chips. This camera really makes me work for it, huh? And I'm never good at remembering which direction is which. Okay. Ooh, spicy. They're like super flavorful. I love a chip. Okay. So, I'm really tired today. I'm going to roll a joint or smoke a bowl. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I've been getting in an argument. Why do I argue with people online? My friend Jason called it, not me, he called it stupid today. And I was like, it is so stupid. Why do I argue with people online? I don't know. I guess it's hard for me not to respond. I need to not do it. I just need to block people if I don't like what they say. Just be like, fuck you. You know? I'm very bad at that. I want to call everyone a cunt. Doritos came out. Where are your glasses from, Vanessa? My glasses are from this place in Los Angeles in, what is that? Is that Highland Park or Eagle Rock? I think it's Eagle Rock. It's called Society of the Spectacle. And it's this glasses store. They have sunglasses and they have glasses like these. And this is a French designer that they had there. I got them a while ago. I was just telling Winslow I need to get some new glasses. Ruffles Jalapeno Ranch is fucking addictive. I can't keep them around. Michelle, I don't buy. That's why I don't try not to buy that stuff, because it's like, I'm like, ooh, that's all I want to eat. I'm not like, yeah, let me make a salad. I'm like, although right now I would go for, one of my favorite things to eat is fish, and then like tinned fish, like a tuna or something like that, and then avocado and grapefruit. I would eat that right now. I don't know why I brought that up. We were talking about potato chips. Let me hit this bong. All right, first I want to talk about in today's topic. Nope, I can't. All I let myself have is fruit. I'm so bad. I have the biggest sweet tooth. And you know what? Actually, you know what, you guys? I had someone comment on one of the kitchen videos. Lance, if you're watching, I want you to know I took your comment to heart. And they were like, sometimes they're like, I can't watch this because you're so mean to yourself sometimes. And he was like, it's not that often, but when you're mean to yourself, all that just for her to leave and go there. She likes the couch. Okay, let me move it. I put too much work in. Don't make it bite. Yeah, don't growl at me. Don't growl at me. Anyway. Oh my gosh. We're making it work. All right, so the lettuce thing you made last week looks so bomb and healthy. Ciel, I don't know if you have my cookbook, but it's a recipe from my cookbook. It's the devil's lettuce cups. That's what I made. And it's so good. I mean, I used rosin instead of flour, but it'll show you how to make it with flour. Hi, Raquel. Michelle, what happened with seafood? I love seafood. Oh wait, I was gonna hit this bong. And the hummus is really good. I have some in the fridge. I've been snacking on it. I would totally eat that right now. Do you think your relationship with food is different because of weed in regards to what or how much you eat? I think like how much I eat for sure. I don't think I would eat as much if I didn't smoke. But who knows? I don't know. That's just an assumption. I'm going to switch to this clip because this is a little obnoxious for me. You know, that's just an assumption. I have too much hair on my head to clip it up sometimes. Anyway, I think that, and also I really like I love to be stoned and eat things. Like when I was stoned at Dada, and I just like had all those chips and those snacks and drinks, and it just like, makes me happy. TL, I just order it. I won't use weed because it's not legal here. Not that I can't get it. Wink, wink. You don't have to use weed. The recipes are good just themselves. They're so like, that's what people ask me. They're like, can I make these recipes without any weed in it? And I'm like, yeah, of course. I especially late night munchies with all day stoning. Yeah. The late night munchies are hard. They are hard. Okay. So I don't know if you guys know, but people have been vaping plants forever. Not forever, but ancient Egyptians reportedly heated herbs on hot stones. That's right. We've been into terp preservation since the BC era. So I want to look at the first I want to see what the Egyptians used to do with traditional herb steaming. And let me pull this video up before we go. How cute is that dog? She's so cute. And then let's go here with this bomb. And I'll just put this on my lap. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. And, oops, I wanted to go to home. Hi, Natalie, how are you? Brian Sketch, oh wait, I already read that. Michelle, cereal at night rules hard. Yes, it does. Where did that video go? I wanted to watch. Sorry, you guys. I have... Let me look up where it went. There we go. All about the terps. All about the terps. About the terps. No, not that. Weird, I was watching a video just earlier. I'm on mine. You guys, I'm very slow today. I know that you understand, but it's weird because it should just come up for me, but I'm just gonna try and find it out here. Me. Oops, no. Go away. History. Where'd you go? Here we go. Found ya. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. So let's see what this guy is saying. I want to send it. Why is everything so hard today? So that bird really upset me. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. It was very upsetting. I'm gonna go check on it after we're done here. I also don't know what to do with it. I went to go put it in the trash and I'm like, I'm not doing that. It's too beautiful. I don't know what to do with it. Let the coyotes get it? If you have any suggestions of what to do. Okay, so let me pause this for a second because I want to switch, put my earphones on. And a bird hit the window, Michelle, and it's dead. I thought it maybe was just in shock, but when I picked it up, its head just totally flopped to the side, and one eye was open and one eye was closed, and there was no, like, even when they're in shock, they'll still, like, have some movement to them. Okay, so this is, ooh, I look really dorky, but oh well. She's not gonna bury something alive. I put it, Michelle, I put it outside, and I'm just letting it, let me go to browser. Uh-oh, where's Bonbon? Oh no. Oh, fucking A, man. Okay, give me a second, you guys. This sucks. I don't know what I do. Wait 1 second. Let me go back to this main and see what I called it. Max screen capture. I want the Bonbon cam. I'm tired of not having it. It's pissing me off. Okay, so max screen capture. There she is. It's huge. There she is. Our little angel. I'm just trying to make her small so she's not like taking up too much of the screen. Okay, so then I gotta come over here. No, this is right size. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Ancient medical text of Egypt, the Ebers Papyri. The Ebers Papyri was believed to be written in 1500 BC, but some of the texts go back to as...
Can you guys hear that? Yeah, I can bury it. I know where to bury it. I just feel so bad. It's like bright red, yellow, most beautiful bird I've ever seen. And I thought I heard something hit the window, but I was like, huh. I have someone, they don't usually get hit by birds, so that really like made me sad. Oh, it's so loud. Thank you. My bad.
Hello and welcome to this evening yoga.
One of the most ancient medical texts.
I really like her yoga class, so if you ever want to do one of those yoga videos, she's great. Okay, so I turned it down. So tell me if this is still too loud or too quiet.
The Ebers Papyri. The Ebers Papyri was believed to be written in 1500 BC, but some of the texts go back to as far as 3000 BC. It is a 110-page scroll and 20 meters long. It has over 700 different remedies and formulas. What made this text so important is its use of herbs. Herbs like cumin, fennel, garlic, frankincense, juniper, and magic flower. It also described the circulatory system and blood flow, digestion, intestinal parasites, gynecology, depression, and dementia. Many of the herbs used in its treatments were steeped in wine. Some of the herbs were inhaled to combat asthma. Honey was also extremely important and was used to fight off infections and to heal burns and cuts. It described the use of magical talismans and amulets and rituals to ward off demons. Some of the herbs and their uses from the Ebers Papyri. Bayberry, used for ulcers and hemorrhoids. Camphor, reduce fever and treat epilepsy. Meadow saffron, used to reduce swelling. Common juniper tree, used for chest pain and cramps. Cubeb pepper, used for urinary tract infection, throat infection.
I wish the like ethereal music wasn't so loud. Herbs and gynecology. I mean, I've used lube before. Yeah. Thanks, K Supreme. The weed lube, you mean, Michelle?
The larynx and gum ulcers. Fenugreek, used to cleanse the stomach, calm the liver, and for respiratory disorders. Garlic, to give vitality, help with digestion, rid the body of spirits. Mustard, to induce vomiting and help with chest pain. Onion, used as a diuretic to prevent colds and help with cardiovascular problems. Sandalwood, used to stop diarrhea. Turmeric, to close open wounds, and a whole list of benefits. Poppy for anesthetic and pain. The oldest textbook on surgery, the Edwin Smith Papyrus. Named after Egyptologist Edwin Smith and translated by James Breadstead, the Edwin Smith Papyrus dates back to 3000 BC. It was written in hieratic Egyptian and was believed to be originally written by Imhotep.
Oh, Michelle, I thought that's what you were talking about. Yeah, there was this infused lube called Foria. I'll find it.
Famous architect, high priest, and physician. The papyrus itself only holds 1/3 of the original writings, but in it gives details on how to diagnose and treat forced trauma, particularly war trauma and from construction. It showed how to close wounds using stitches and how to prevent infection after treatment. The papyrus gave diagnosis of 48 different cases. The most important are the 6 about the spinal cord. It gave the first descriptions of cranial sutures, cerebral fluid, the external structures of the brain, the first use of the word brain, and the first description of autonomic dysfunction.
Wow. Should we watch this? Let's watch this.
Here in the Cherokee Nation, a small group of fluent-speaking Cherokee elders are embarking upon a rescue mission. Their generation holds traditional knowledge of flora, fauna, and sacred Cherokee sites, and now they're making a concerted effort to pass this knowledge on to younger Cherokees, seeding hope that their knowledge will continue to live on for many more generations.
I ate this whole bag. What is going on in this video? Alright, let's look up.
You can use the roots as dyes, and there's a few ceremonies that are performed with them as well.
Cool. I want to look up, look at what I was trying to look up before. Let's look up Foria weed lube, because I think you should know about this. Flaxseed. Remember Mary Jane? Oh, this is loud. Is that loud for you guys?
When I was a real little kid, I used to have those glow-in-the-dark stars. You have those on your ceiling in your room.
Totally.
I realized that my whole life I would look up in the night sky and I saw them the same way I did when I was a kid, which is they were all in the same dimensional plane. It got me thinking about the first time that I had the opportunity to smoke cannabis out deep in the woods. And I was on the Appalachian Trail in Georgia at the top of Blood Mountain. And I remember in one moment,
I would
the whole
smoke
night
weed
sky
in
went
Georgia.
from being
Have
closed
Maybe.
to completely being open. Like it revealed its dimensionality, like the distance between the stars revealed itself. The notion that the plant specifically was able to so radically change my perspective of such an important part of my experience, I think that for me really established a deep respect for what this plant had to offer. That sort of set me on a path for the next almost a better part of 10 years. I was living in the woods whenever possible and studying Tibetan Buddhism with this idea that I was going to become a monk. Having moved from Colorado to California, I mean, I was really introduced to the whole medical cannabis community, both from direct experience from friends who were
Where is he gonna get
cancers to,
oh my god, I just want to hear about this lube, man. I don't care about all this stuff. Here.
So basically, I have been seeing this guy. We'll call him Bob for the purposes of anonymity. He and I have been seeing each other, and we were having a good time. Yeah. And I slept there for the first time.
Michelle.
I didn't have sex. We played it very PG recently. Okay. And I mean, we did hook up, and like, I slept over, and somewhere along the evening, I noticed that, like, I was meant to fall asleep. It was like time to go to bed. And I realized, first of all, like, his breath smelled like marijuana, which was a strange thing. Mm-hmm. And then
marijuana.
I also felt oil on my body.
Hi,
and, like, we'd
Jaden.
been hooking up, and I was like, oil. Like, did I miss that? Was he using oil on my body? All of a sudden, I was like, wait a minute. Like, maybe he used
He's
cannabis
sexy though.
oil
Oh, do you want to go back
on
to
my
him?
body. And then it may have been psychosomatic, but my body started to feel like it was floating in the air. Like it was
In
kind
like
of
a good way?
tingling, kind of in a good way, kind of in a good way. And like my body started to feel like there was like a magnetic liquid being poured. It was
In
kind
like
of
a good way?
tingling, and it may have been psychosomatic, but maybe he used cannabis oil on my body. And all of a sudden, I was like, wait a minute.
When did he-
Strange thing. Mm-hmm. And then I also felt oil on my body. And like we had been hooking up, and I was like, oil. Like, did I miss that? Was he using oil on my body? All
Wait,
of a
he
sudden,
put
I was
oil
like,
on her and
wait
she
a
didn't even
minute, like,
notice?
maybe he used cannabis oil.
I'm sorry,
on my
Bibli.
body. And then it may have been psychosomatic.
I'm trying to
but my
figure this
body
out.
Started to feel like it was floating in the air. Like it was
In
kind
like
of
a
like
good way?
tingling, kind of in a good way, kind of
Okay.
in a good way. And like my body started to feel like there was like a magnetic liquid being poured. Oh, it was just, it was.
Did your brain feel anything?
My brain
What is
felt
she talking
nothing.
about?
It felt a little concerned, but I started spiraling. You know, in the
Oh, it got
dark of
loud
night,
again.
your
Yeah.
worst nightmares start to come true in your head when you're delusional. That started happening,
Yeah.
and then in the morning, I thought it'd be perfectly normal. Like I didn't give myself that 15 minutes to like acclimate to my normal morning mind, and I just went straight for it. And I was like, by any chance, did you use cannabis oil lubricant on my body? Yeah. And he was like, I'm sorry, what? And it was very embarrassing. I only realized.
And so he didn't?
Well, and then I it started to. I was like,
I
oh,
think she
wait,
just
this
got
makes no
really-
sense, does it? And he called me a strange customer.
Ew.
Okay, Bob. That's possibly one of the weirdest names you could call a lady. You are just one strange customer. I just met a boy. As in, like, not, I didn't just meet
You
him.
just buried the lead. We've been here for
Sorry, I'm
42
sorry.
minutes. I mean, hello.
Everything. Tell us
I
everything.
didn't just meet. Okay, so I decided to have some time to just like love myself. I adopted a puppy. I was like, screw it, I'm gonna work myself. It's the year to love myself, and I did things to just like bring joy to my life and things that I always wanted to do, like adopting a puppy. And then one day, a friend just introduced me to this boy, and I was having a pool party. Christina was there, and I was like gonna bail out on the date because I was like, no, it's time for me, whatever. And I decided to not bail on the date, and I went out with this guy, and I fell in love with him, and we moved in together, and it's been like 9-10 months now. And I was so crazy in love when I was hoping to God to be
Hi,
by
Pete.
myself. Because I was happy by myself.
Oh, two
I was
Pete's.
happy with
Hi,
not
Pete.
having
Hi,
anybody.
Pete.
And I could accept someone loving
Bibli,
me.
I don't
love myself.
really
Does that make
know
sense?
what's going
When
on.
do I love myself enough? Because I
Yeah.
thought I did yoga. I went to the woods. I meditate. I don't
I
wear
went to the
makeup. I wear
woods.
makeup. I don't
Okay, but
date.
let's
I date.
be
I do it
fair.
all. And
This show, they have 49 subscribers. So maybe I like the girl just texting and not paying attention. That was literally me 2 seconds ago. Like, they're not really showing me about this weed. Euphoria, Awaken. Oh, this is Jackie. She's great.
Hi,
Hi, this is Jackie Bryant for Green Valley Nation, and today I am reviewing two products from Foria, a company that makes CBD and THC based intimacy products. So in particular, we have the CBD lubricant called Liquid Coconut and the Foria Awaken Spray. They're sold as a set on the website. They're made to be used together, but they can also be used separately, and we'll talk about the differences between the two of them. So both of them are based with virgin coconut oil, MCT oil. The Awaken spray contains, in addition to broad spectrum hemp oil and coconut oil, kava root, cinnamon, ginger, vanilla, and other organic essential oils like cardamom, peppermint, and cacao. So this is really just a standard lube. It has CBD in it, and it is mainly, the rest, aside from the hemp extract, is made up of coconut oil. So you can use this vaginally as well as anally, and it's completely edible as well. So you can do all kinds of play using this oil. I have used it both vaginally and anally. Because of the high concentration of CBD, there's and the way that you apply it, there's a pretty fast onset, and it really what it does is sort of increase blood flow.
No P Diddy. No freak offs, okay, man?
Oh, and
my ice cubes are too big. I need to get some smaller ice cubes. Hi, for Donut. How are you? Oh, Fraggle Rock Pothead's here. I know, little TMI. I used it both vaginally and anally. Okay, I love her, but I was a little shocked by that. It's cool, sex positive.
Especially in the vagina. One thing to note about these oils is that they're actually really going to be beneficial for women because of the kind of tissue, vaginal tissue is a lot more absorptive. Penises are not. Anybody using it for anal play will find that they're able to absorb it as well. So that can be used for all genders. So this is really a garden variety lube that gives it a little bit of kick to get some extra blood flow in. The Awaken spray, you're meant to spray about 4, 5, or 6 times, they say. You can also use this vaginally and anally. Really, the best way to describe it is that it's very tingly. It kind of just feels like sort of like a breath of fresh air on everything. It works really well. It increases sensation, it increases blood flow, and it just brings attention to that area. Okay, to be perfectly honest, even though
Michelle was asking if you can make weed lube, and you 1000% can, and they sell it. And so if that interests you, Foria's the brand that kind of everyone knows about. That's the most popular brand. I don't know. I think they're still open. People like it. Okay, let's read a little bit about the history. Cardamom tingle. I know. I'm feeling like it's the other things in it. I'm 21, babes. All right. So let's talk about the origins. Now, listen, I don't know if this is a good source. We're going to take their word for it. Like, what's the source? The ancient Egyptians, this is how you should read articles. The ancient Egyptians were way ahead of the curve on a lot of things. Okay, that's a broad statement, but true. For instance, we still don't know how they built the pyramids or most of their larger temples. I feel like we figured that out. Turns out they were also some of the first vapors. According to who? There's also not a space here. So that's bad copy editing. Most of our knowledge of ancient Egypt comes to us from Greek historians of the time who were just as awestruck by what they saw in the culture across the Mediterranean from them as we are today. The historian Herodotus God damn it. So let's look up this shit, right? We need to know if this is accurate. Vaping. But where's their source? They're all saying the same thing. Okay. Let's see what this says. Okay, let's read this. This is a good source. So there you go. That's how we're doing it. Okay, let's read it. You nailed it on the last one, V. Thanks. Old Volcano is number 1. We're going into it. We're going to get into it right now. We're getting into it. Bonbon, look at Bonbon. She's dreaming. Her little back leg. She's twitching. Anyway. Archaeobotanical evidence of domesticated 10,000-year-old cannabis was recovered in Southeast Asia, according, this is their source, right? So you want to see that. Use of cannabis evolved from the manufacturing of textile products to consuming it for medical and psychoactive properties, as described by the Chinese Emperor Shen Nung in approximately 2700 BCE, in the Egyptian Ebers Papyrus in 1500 BCE, and by Herodotus in 440 BCE. The discovery of carbonized cannabis seeds in graves dating back to 2800-2500 BCE galvanized the literary references of ancient people burning cannabis for its psychoactive properties. The discovery of the psychoactive effects of the plant. Oh, I never know what to do with these. I don't want to. Why are you making me do cookies now, man? What are you talking about? But that's not vaping. So we need to get to the bottom of this, because I want to know how they know. Is this going to give me a source? What's this going to give me? No, it's going to take me to herb, which isn't necessarily a bad source, but let's see what this. Snoop Dogg. I don't want to subscribe. We're doing this again. I don't see it in here. So what the fuck are they talking about? This is the thing. Like, they don't expect you to ever click on the link, right? They just kind of expect you to take their word for it, or just be like, oh, there, cited. And just leads you to an article about vaping. The history of Herodotus cites the vaping experience of the Scythians. Well, let's fucking see if that's true. Because I'm tired of this shit. Scythians vaping. I want to see it in, I want a good source. Okay, so here, what is this source though? They're saying it's from this book. So Ruthless Vapor, and this is from Amazon. Herodotus, the Histories is what it's called. What's in here, man? Do we need to get this? What the fuck? Can you show me some pages, Amazon? Customer reviews. Interesting. Herodotus, the Histories, right? I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. Let's see what we can get here. Loading viewer. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I feel like I'm back at Berkeley. Oldest bong was found in 2,400 years ago. Wow. Pete, that's you? I'm sorry, Pete. Nat, I just found an old dry vape thing while going through some boxes. Hello, old friend. So nice of you to show up. I wish I could search this. Can I search this? Search text contents. Vape. Vapor. Oh no. No. It won't let me search this. Like, what am I supposed to do? Look through all of this? It doesn't even have chapters for me. Let me see if there's, you know what? Let me see if maybe there's an index. Cross your fingers, babes. Weaving in Egypt. So let's see, STUV. 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 No. Vapor. What would it be under in the index? Would it be like, see, this is what we're doing. This is our mission today, is to see what the source of this is. Cannabis or smoking? Okay, so I don't see it in smoking. Sphinxes in Egypt. Secretary self-mutilation. Relaxation. Maybe it's under, okay, give me a second, because I think what we should do is write down, I'll put it on my computer here, is let's write down the ones that we think could possibly be it, and we'll look there. So I saw not prostitution, maybe Proverbs, prophetess, prophet, priests, pottery. Where was that? What was it? It was like relaxation or something. Yeah, need of relaxation. Let's look up that one. Relaxation, and that's 173. I saw something on the previous page, didn't catch the number. All right, what do you think? Okay, let's start in the back. This is what we're doing right now. If you don't like it, I want to know. I want to know if he really loves me. Winged serpents. Okay, let me know if you see anything while I take this bong rip, okay? Sad. Okay, it was page 79, Scythian Arabian spices. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, page 79. Okay, let me write that down. So we have worms, women in Egypt, wolves, wife buried with husband. What the fuck? Welding of iron, weights and measurements, 12 gods of Egypt. This just seems like an interesting book in general. Vegetarians, I guess they have dealt with vegetarians since this time. Not dealt with, not like, good, there's vegetarians. I wonder what they say. Do your bong flips taste like French fries? Oh, because of the oil? No, because I washed it with soap and water. Tribes of Medes trade contempt for tragic choruses. Souls tied in the Red Sea, tallies, slaves, song soothsayers, source of the Nile, Spaka, sphinxes, spits offered, spoil, succession, sun. Where did you see this? Oh, wait, here, as a symbol of. What did you say? Page 79? Oh no, it would be up more, right? It would be over here. I'm so bad at looking at these. There we go. Scythian words. Scythian words. What does that mean? Maybe we should look at this too. Maybe we should look at 27 and 110. I don't know what I'm doing right now, okay? We're just we're geeking out a little bit. I'm stoned and I'm having a good time. Having a good time. I should have brought a little Q-tip, but I didn't. Scythia. Seals of Babylon. Ew, some of these are really horrible. So we're looking for weed stuff, right? We're looking for things that could be code for weed, for where they're getting this. I think that relaxation could be one. Purification, sexual intercourse, no. What is going on? Pottery, prickly. Oops, no, didn't mean to do that. Proverb, yeah, pine tree destroy. Physicians of Egypt. Maybe there's something on 84 or 129. It seems like medicinal, you know, would be a thing. But yes, ostracism, oaths. Okay, I don't see anything there. I'm sorry if this is boring, you can tell me. Milking. Oh wait, look at, here we go. Milking among the Scythians. Let's try 89. I think the 80s is going to have the Scythian stuff. Mixing bowl offered. Lesbian mixing bowls. The Scythian king, wait, this is all in the 85. Movable dwellings, mule producing, mysteries of the, wow. Migrations of the mice caused the retreat of the Assyrians. Mice of 3 kinds in Libya. Medicine in Egypt. Did I already get this? 84 I have. Do I have 77? 107. Okay. Measures of length. How about intoxication? Yeah, we're going to get there. I like what we're doing right now. Marriage customs. Lassos. Liberty. Ligurian. Cool. Lion, lizard. Maidens. Let me pack this bowl. Irrigation. Iron inundation. Intoxication among the Persians. Hey! You guys, look at me. Oh my goodness. Look what I just found. Wasn't the Scythians. Intoxication among the Persians, 133, by Vapor. So let's look at, I want to make sure I'm not reading this wrong. So 202. Okay. I think we can go, how do you guys feel about going to that? You were right, Pete. I should have gone to intoxication. Immortality. Belief of. Okay, so let's go to 133. See what we see. Oops, that's 132. This is 133. Also, how he hurls his darts ever at those buildings which are the highest, and those trees likewise. For God is wont to cut short all those things which stand out above the rest. Thus also a numerous army is destroyed by one, a few men. And so do you guys see it? The God, Helena stirring speed. I can see. Okay, wait. The abodes of the Persians, and let us both set to wager our sons, and then do thou lead an army by themselves. The king is slain. Okay, so I think it's like they start talking about the Persians there, but I don't see anything about Vapor. Let me just check 202 unless you see something that I don't see, and we can go back. 202. To their main body, they showed him to all the army, but the rest, da da da. I might be trying to read too quickly. Let me go through this slowly. To their main body, they showed him all the army making it, but the rest of the shippers slaves were stationed, being a further struck fear, encouraged 10 ships. This is talking about ships. Where the fuck is the vapor? Intoxication. Am I wrong? I don't see it. Motherfuckers. I didn't see it there. Let me see if it's on 133 again. I don't even know what this guy's talking about. Okay, so let's go back here. It's hard. It's hard to find this reference, right? Persuade. Maybe the number is the number of the paragraph. I've never seen an index done that way. Cannabis seed. Where? Where do you see that? Bibli. These are the actual pages right here. You see them up here? 133. Right here. And they correlate to what's here. I'm doing a reference check. Oh. Something wrong. The sun speaks. Let me look at that again. Index. Intoxication. I got so excited. By vapor 202 or 70. By vapor 1202. Oh, maybe it's no, because it's only 448 pages. So it'd be 1 in 75. Let me check 202 again. You're missing the Roman numeral maybe? But what would that... Okay. Okay, look at this. What are these numbers? Oh shit. How many pages are here? I feel like that wasn't the 202 that was the 202 I looked at, right? Here. But what are these numbers? 185. So we can see the table of contents. Let's see. I don't think there is one. It's an old fucking book. Okay, so these are the chapters-ish, I guess. So maybe what we do is we go to not the 202 page like you guys suggested. I'm just a fucking stoner. And we go to 202, like these numbers. Oh, wait, but do they change? The book number is at the top right. I see that. But, okay, let's look at the index again one more time. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Intoxication is, what, chapter 133 by vapor 1202. And then this would be chapter 475. So let's go to I'm guessing this is chapter, let me see. No, it says right there, book 4. Maybe this isn't the full histories. That's the problem. Because look at here, right? God damn it. I thought they gave us the whole fucking book. Right? The 5th book. No, it should still correlate. Okay, so let's go to one. What was it? 1202? Oh, you found it, Bibly. Where is it? That's what I'm wondering, is if it's for all the books. But let's see. I just want to make sure I don't go past it with this numbers. Oh, because look at the first chapter doesn't go to 202. And then it's book. Okay, so you can't look it in here. Sorry, you guys. After, oops, I'm pushing the keyboard. After the burial, the Scythians cleanse themselves as follows. They anoint and make a pit in the center beneath. Where did you find that, Bibly? 6th book is too far. This is the, I think I need what I needed. So this is accurate, right? This fucking index. What a mess. I thought we got something here. So this is accurate. And it's by vapor, it's 1202. But you're saying after the burial, and I wonder if it would be under burial as well, if there wouldn't be something like burying alive. Oh, Jesus. Burial customs, other Scythians here. So it would be like in these, which is in the 4. I need a different, this is 4, 71, 72. See, and this is book 5. So we need the histories of, we need book 4, not book 5. Book 5 mentions this specifically within one large paragraph, but what I'm looking for is the reference is already taken apart. I see. It could be the books are all there and out of order. You think? Let's see. I don't think so. I think this is like, oh wait. I think this is just like the first half of it. Oh, that sucks. That would have been really cool. Maybe we can look up book 4. Are you going to give me the same shit you just gave me? Yes, you motherfucker. Anyway, it exists in there. I'm satisfied, personally. I'm satisfied with the fact that it's in the index. That's fine. I don't, like if I could go to the stacks and go get one, volume 4 online. I wonder if, is this it? And wait. Oops. Oh, wait, here. So I can just go 202 here. Just put it in find, but Oh, wait, bonbons off her thing. The Greeks who at this spot awaited the... I don't know, my guys. I don't know. I'd have to spend some time really researching this and finding it. Because this is what? This is book 4? This is volume 4, right? And I still don't see it. Reports on a post-funeral ritual among the Scythian people which involves a cannabis vapor bath. Book 4, chapters 73, 75. Well, let's look at it. Book 4. No, where's book 4? Why do they keep doing this to me? It said book 4. They don't want to show me, man. And where did all of that shit just go? Is it fun? It is fun. The history of book 4. Okay, wait, what did you say it was 73, 75? Let's see. Here we go. This is the way they bury their kings. All other Scythians, when they die, are laid in wagons. Wait. Oh, God, these things always hurt my ears. Where is it? The belly, hindquarters. Okay, here we go. After the burial, the Scythians cleanse themselves as follows. They anoint and wash their heads, and for their bodies set of 3 poles leaning together to a point, and cover these over with wool mats. Then in the space so enclosed to the best of their abilities, they make a pit in the center beneath the poles and the mats, and throw red hot stones into it. They have hemp growing in their country, very like flax, except the hemp is much thicker and taller. This grows both of itself and also by their cultivation, and the Thracians even make garments of it which are very like linen. No one, unless he were an expert in hemp, could determine whether they were hempen or linen. Whoever has never seen hemp before will think the garment linen. Say it one more time. The Scythians then take the seed of this hemp and, crawling in under the mats, throw it on the red-hot stones, where it smolders and sends forth such fumes that no Greek vapor bath could surpass it. The Scythians howl in their joy at the vapor bath. This serves them instead of bathing, for they never wash their bodies with water. Whew. But their women pound cypress and cedar and frankincense wood on a rough stone, adding water also, and with the thick stuff thus pounded they anoint their bodies and faces, as a result of which not only does a fragrant scent come from them, but when on the second day they take off the ointment, their skin becomes clear and shining. Okay, I feel like that was totally worth it. What do you think? What do you think? I think that was great. I'm really glad we found that. I love it. Okay, glad we figured that out. The Persians may or may not have taken that tradition from Africa. I'm sure they did. They're not, it's right there. So that's where we all come from. Cool. All right. Well, I feel like we cracked that nut. Figured it out. Makes me feel better. Good job, everybody. We are checking them, okay? We're trying to make sure they're not just saying things. Since it's a communal system, it kind of translates to the hookah. A little bit. It kind of reminds me of like the sauna where you would like smack yourself with the eucalyptus. Okay. So then I wanted to look up, I got very distracted by that. I'm not going to lie. It was great, but went down a rabbit hole. Major. Then let's look up this. I wanted to see if there's a video because I'd like to not read something. Let me see if I can just go to YouTube. Oh, it always goes
Jason,
to this thing. I don't know why. It just like automatically does. The history of, not the history. It's, I'm going to do this because it's where I want to go, but Idaho Public Television. Let's see what this says.
First time that I vaped, I was in 6th grade. I was 12 years old.
I was 9 years old. 15 when I first tried to vape. 13 years old. 12 years old.
10, 9 years old.
I was 14 when I
Oh, is
started.
this going to be
About
like a...
11 years old when I started vaping.
Oh, no. This is going to be like some fucking bullshit.
Hey guys, Number One E-Juice here. In this video, we'd like to talk a bit about the history of vaping. Without companies like
E-Juice.
ours, it would simply not
No,
exist.
I can't. All right. I don't really care anymore about the history of vaping. I'll be honest with you. But the guy who came up with the 1960s patent for an electric vaporizer for medicinal compounds was Joseph Robinson. And then I wanted to look up this, but no one wants to talk about it. Let's see if anything. This is in French. I don't speak French. But let's see.
Jack Nicholson, 1969, Easy Rider. Yes, okay, here we go.
Este é Eagle Bill, afirma-se médico, mas só tem uma receita: o vapor da marijuana. Uma tecnologia inovadora, como explica, que só exige balão de vidro e uma pistola de capão.
The resin with the flavor separates from the bud and goes into a vapor. And if you inhale it through your lungs, it will go through your blood into your brain. 6 receptors
Oops.
there that the are.
Sorry.
That the medical studies have proved that there's 6 receptors there. That the psychoactive part of this drug
6.
work
I don't
on.
know about
so they
that,
feel it
Bill.
immediately. So this is what I call HA, the healthy alternative. A side effect will be a smile. Watch. I will heat it up until I feel it on my fingers. When I'm starting to feel
I've
it
never
now,
seen
all
this.
of a sudden you
It's
see
kind of
vapor,
it's
okay?
kind of
That's
like a
pure
volcano.
vapor, pure THC resin with a little bit of essence.
How do you feel now?
Whether it be up, down, or sideways.
What is the image?
What is what?
Sem resposta ficam também os visitantes perante outras novidades.
Wow. Anyway, that was cool. I don't want to play no marijuana. Sorry. R.I.P. to a legend. He passed away. But that's cool to see someone so long ago doing that. Let's see. 1994 in Amsterdam. Very cool. Okay. And then I wanted to just say thanks for your patience on me figuring out that Egyptian whole bit. I can dig it. Whole friggin' bell jar apparatus. Yeah, very cool. We will not be stopped. That's right, Pete. Jaden, also the first dab rig in that history would be cool. Very cool. We'll do another day on rigs and glass. All right, so let's go into part 2 of the sesh today. We already talked about ancient heat. Let's talk about iconic vapes. One that we all know is definitely the Volcano. That was the first vape I ever used. And then there was the, what was that one vape that was the little, it was like, what was it called? it was called the OG manual vaporizer box. That is the first type of vape I ever used. It was very cool. And obviously we have, yes, exactly, the tube. Oh God, my neck is not happy with me. Oh. So I'm gonna go get a massage. Let's talk about the moment vapes became a status symbol. The Volcano wasn't just a device. It was a full-on era, and it still is. The Volcano is, people who love the Volcano, they have their reasons and they're very passionate about it. And I like that. Let me see if we can watch this vintage ab. This is just a bag. So this is the classic. I wonder if there's a vintage one of like when it first came out. Like, how did people find out about this stuff? I guess it was in magazines.
Good day, folks. It is MC So Much here with Pure Inhale. Today we're going to be doing a little review on the classic Volcano here. I'm just gonna, show you how it's show you how it's used and the perks of it, and talk a little bit about my experience with it. And yeah, so let's get it started.
Like,
so right here, this is the
it starts to
classic
hurt
Volcano.
here because it's like pushing on these muscles.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. I've had some 12 times with it. So I'm gonna show you what it comes with. I mean, this doesn't. This
That's
doesn't
right.
come
High
with-
times.
This is the grinder, which is also available on Pure Inhale. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm actually definitely sure. As well as a plethora of accessories, which you might like. Check it out. Go check it out. So today we're gonna be just using it. Let me show you how it's used. This is the adapter piece that you would grind your herb, whatever you would like to put in there. Hopefully it's just herb. And you put it like this once you grind it. So first we're gonna grind up some herb. If I can do that right.
Okay, it's a little better.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sorry you guys can't see my view.
This is very
There's
slow.
very some in here, but we can put a little extra. But the good thing about it is this does conserve like whatever amount you're using. You'd realize what you're vaping is besides it being quite pure. It just conserves a lot of the whatever you're using. So let me get this going here. I should turn it on actually. It takes a while to heat. So here's your heat. It says heat. So it gets hot. Turn that on. It takes about 10 minutes, I think. So I'm just gonna grind this up for now.
It's okay, Bibley. I figured it out.
One bag enough. One bag is enough for me. This whole bag's gonna fill up with your baby weed. You're gonna use this adapter piece. Once you take it off, I'll show you all this, but I'm just gonna let you know. Just snap on like that, and from there, you deflate. So we'll see how it goes. Here we go. It's wrapped. It has a crank. Has a more than stainless steel, titanium alloy. No, whatever. It's I'll talk about that. But yeah, get your grinded up herbs. Stick it right there. There you go. The vape pool. You don't need that much. Like I'm telling you, it's quite good at concentrating whatever you put in there. So
Kathy is the vape
that's
aficionado.
You're gonna see how well it works here. So yeah, once you're done, pack it in, put it on there, let it heat up. So it tells you, I'm putting the hottest it is. You can go 1 through 9. All right, so that was less than 10 minutes. So the little bit I put in there that you saw, that'll last maybe 3 to 4 bags at the very least. Because I'm really good at conserving. I believe in that, as you can tell by the heavy lift here. No, but yeah, so 3 to 4 bags, heat it up. It'll let you know when it's heated up all the way, when the control light right here in the middle, when it shuts off. So it's heated up, we're ready to vape if you want. Also, the numbers I was trying to let you know about, 1 through 9. 1 starts at about like 266 degrees, and 9 goes all the way to 439 degrees right now. 9 is 440. If you want it just about right, I put it between 8 and 9, which is 420. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so let's do this. So when you're ready, you don't throw your bag away, you get your bag. You put it right on there, make it flush, and then this is the part where you might take, it's all common sense, but this is where you should take the most attention. This is the whole process.
Look at watch. And you can choose what temperature you want to do.
Let it fill up. Let it fill the bag.
I think I need to get one of these too.
Takes
You guys, when I'm like
10 seconds
more
to that.
balling,
You want to make sure you don't let
balling it at all.
It'll
I'm not
disperse all the
balling.
weed and put it back on. But the bag The set comes with a few bags, so you'll be fine.
I
Put it all
want
right there.
to
Take it off. Take it off. You put your breathe adapter. Your screw
have
apparatus.
like a little
Okay,
room
Just
that's just like all my weed stuff, and then we can have the sesh in like a cool room.
As you can see, I only consumed like an eighth of the bag of that. So this is a pass around kind of thing. So I'm gonna pass it around to the next person. Let them vape it on. You turn the heat off here. That's pretty much it. Pretty simple. You know, self-explanatory. You just herb, vape.
Very
Smoke.
cool. I
Okay,
love a
that was one.
volcano. We love the volcano. What do you guys think about packs? Now, packs to me is like not, these aren't great. I got this as a gift. And that's okay, Pete. But I do, you know, I just always feel like it tastes fake. Is that bad? Oh, hi, Petra. Welcome. Welcome to the sesh. You're right on time. Okay. Let me see this. 1 second. I wonder if there's some good. Okay, so this is like, you know, this is the legendary. Okay. Let's get into this. And this is what Kathy really knows about. Let's learn.
Stores and Pickle.
This is a vape pen. There's also a vape
The Mighty is a portable vaporizer from Stores and Pickle.
Flower. Yeah,
it contains 2 batteries, a heater, a filling chamber, an electronic temperature control, and a cooling unit with mouthpiece. In order to fill the Mighty, the cooling unit is removed and herbs filled in.
My bad. I didn't mean for it to constantly do it at 2. I was like, why is it going so fast?
Stores and Pickle.
Cool, Marvin.
The Mighty is a portable vaporizer from Stores and Pickle. It contains 2 batteries, a heater, a filling chamber, an electronic temperature control, and a cooling unit with mouthpiece. In order to fill the Mighty, the cooling unit is removed and herbs filled into the filling chamber. Afterwards, the cooling unit is reattached and the Mighty turned on. The operating principle of the Mighty is based on a patented heating technology. During inhalation, air is sucked into the heater. Due to the convection principle, the air is heated up while flowing along the heater in a spiral pattern.
Jeff
At the
loves
same
the Mighty.
time, the filling chamber is heated up based on the conduction principle. As soon as hot air flows through the herbs, active ingredients are vaporized and released into an aerosol that passes the cooling unit where it cools down before it is inhaled.
These are medically certified vaporizers. Aren't we so weird? Look at that. Our lungs.
In the lungs, the active ingredients are absorbed by the alveoli and subsequently introduced into the bloodstream.
Wow. Have you tried taking off the earrings? No, I don't take them off. No.
Stores and Pickle. Inhale the difference.
Okay, those look cool. I really would like one. But Kathy also sent me some videos, so I want to get these too. Oh wow, why do I have so many messages? I hate bros on the internet. Gross. Okay, so here's Kathy. Let me send this to me. Let me send it to me. Not to my MacBook Pro, but to this one here. Okay, sorry. Oh, it's going to open it in Safari. That's interesting. Let's get rid of that shit. Let's do this. I have no idea what my internet personality looks like anymore. Oh. I just want to stop getting mansplained to. No, I don't. Whatever. Okay, let's read this. Conduction versus convection vaporizers. The process of vaporizing essentially boils down to a three-step process. Applying heat to your dry herb. That heat extracts essential oils from your dry herb. Those oils then turn into gas molecules or vapor. The result of this process is the formation of the vapor you inhale. How are conduction and convection vaporizers different? It is not complicated. It's not a complicated process at all, and perhaps the simplest way to explain it is with the graphic below. Combine that with the knowledge and okay. Whole lot of nothing. There are two types of vaporizers: conduction vaporizers, convection vaporizers. These two types of heating styles will make a drastic difference in the quality, I'm getting stoned, man, and flavor of the vapor produced. Our vaporizer buyer guide offers good explanation. It is important to know the difference between them so you can make an informed decision as to which vaporizer is right for you. Oh, it's a video. Where the fuck's the video, man? What happened here? Why can't I watch it? Oh, there it is. It didn't want to load for me.
How's it going, YouTube? This is Alex coming at you for T-Vape TV in the studio with a very special video for you today. Today we're going to be talking about some science. Don't leave the video, okay? Don't leave it. We're going to get briefly into some science so I can explain the difference between convection and conduction. I've been getting this question a lot in the comments, so I just wanted to clarify a couple things and let you know the differences between the two. But first, if at any point you like this video, throw us a thumbs up, would you? It takes no time at all, and we really appreciate it. If you're gonna go scrubbing your way through it, at least leave us a like before you bounce. And if you'd like to pick up any of the units I talked about today, links will be in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into it. The process of vaporization essentially boils down into 3 steps. 1. Applying heat to your herb. 2. That heat extracts essential oils from your herb. 3. Those oils then evaporate into gas molecules in the form of the vapor you inhale. In order to fully understand what conduction and convection are, it is important to also understand what combustion is. Now, this isn't going to be a super preachy video. I like a joint as much as the next guy. I'm just...
Uh-oh. What happened? That's my fault.
Explaining what all 3 things are, okay? So bear that in mind while we go through this. The easiest way I found to explain it is through cooking a sausage, okay? Think about cooking this sausage. You can cook the sausage over a fire. The fire is an uncontrolled heat source. You are going to cook certain parts of the sausage more or less than other parts of the sausage. This is combustion. It's just like lighting a joint. Second, you can cook that sausage on a pan on the stove. The element heats up, which then heats up your pan, which cooks your sausage. The heat is distributed more evenly than the fire, but you still have to move that sausage around in order to make sure you get an even cook. This is conduction. This is units like the Utilian 421, the DaVinci IQ2, and the Zeus Arc. They have a bowl inside of them that heats up and then comes into contact with your herb. For best results, just like flipping that sausage in a pan, stir between draws to achieve even results. Conduction relies on heat transfer through direct contact, okay? Fairly simple so far. Like I said, we're just gonna scrape the surface of the science, okay? Third, you can cook that sausage in the oven. The elements at the back or at the bottom of your oven will heat up, which heats the air inside the oven. Internal fans inside of the oven, that's redundant, but you understand what I mean. Fans inside of the oven blow hot air over the sausage, which cooks it. The heat is distributed almost perfectly evenly, and you have to worry about moving it around less. This is convection. Convection vaporizers will...
Okay, the sausage thing just made us hungry. It's like an oven. Conduction versus convection. you're just like regular oven where it's just sitting in there and the heat is coming from one direction and that's it. Or you have convection that turns on fans, and that's going to like give you a more even heat and faster. So there you go.
Will either be powered by an internal fan,
It's like a
like
little
the
oven.
Volcano, or will use the power from your own draws, like the Mighty or the Utilian 620. Convection heating relies on an element heating air that then passes over your herb, or whatever it is you're trying to cook. That's the end of the science, I promise. We're gonna go over the pros and cons of both forms of heating. The pros of conduction vaporizers: they will generally be smaller. With convection devices, they have to be bigger to allow you to have that internal element that heats up the air that you bring over your herb. That's why the Mighty is so large. The heating element is down here. Your draw brings the hot air up and over your herb. The second general rule is that conduction vaporizers will typically have a better battery life. The next pro is good vapor quality. I will say good and not great. Convection vapor is typically more flavorful and comes in larger quantities because you have a little bit more free-flowing air moving through the device. Conduction vaporizers in general are typically easier to use. The biggest con is an uneven cook without a stir. Conduction devices will also typically be lower priced. Of course, just like anything in the world, there is a spectrum. You can definitely start with something like the Utilian 421, which comes in under $100. And move your way all the way up to the IQ and the ARC. The IQ2 is around $300 and the ARC is around $200, $250, depending on if you're talking about US and Canadian dollars. And hey, I'm not being quoted on prices here, okay? You guys asked to have prices in the video, so I'm gonna start including them. But you cannot use my word as law and argue with our customer service team because they're gonna get mad at me. And I like those people, they're nice people. And they deal with a lot of like I said before, conduction devices have a little bit more battery. So the DaVinci IQ2 has a removable 18650 battery that you can just keep charging to keep it going. The ARC has a 3500 milliamp hour battery and again, a typically smaller footprint. Now let's talk about convection vaporizers. Okay, pros: better vapor quality. So this includes flavor and more free-flowing air, as I touched on before. Generally, convection devices will be a more wide open hit. You'll be able to taste the individual terps of your herb. Not saying conduction vaporizers are bad, but like I said before, good versus great vapor quality. On units like the Mighty, you get some fantastic flavor out of your device. Cons: they're typically larger and bulkier. In the case of the 620, it's roughly the same size, but with a unit on the top of the spectrum like the Mighty, it is going to end up being bigger for the reasons I stated before. For the most part, they come with a bit of a learning curve to get fantastic vapor quality. It's not a ton of difference, but in order to really achieve the results you want to achieve with a convection device, you will need to do just a little bit more work. Also, the battery in these devices will typically not last as long. Convection devices are typically higher priced, with units like the 620 coming in at the low end at around $150, with excellent airflow and great flavor, and the ability to have precise temperature control. Convection devices, however, scale pretty quickly, and you can hop up to something like the Mighty, which will cost you around $400, but deliver some fantastic vapor quality.
Jaden's gonna
and then you
join
can
you,
go
Petra.
even further to a unit like the Volcano. Well, it's not like, to a unit that is the Volcano, that will cost you around $500. This is the reason that desktop devices are almost all convection devices. The trade-off is incredibly clean flavor, and of course with a desktop device, you don't have to worry about battery life. With the Mighty, it will typically last you around 90 minutes of continuous use before needing a recharge. Of course, a lot of your experience will come down to the quality of your herb and the quality of the device that you use. There are great devices in both conduction and convection. It's just a question of what you like the best. The last thing I want to touch on briefly is hybrid vaporizers. Of course, with any convection vaporizer, there's going to be a certain amount of conduction happening. It's unavoidable. The bowl is going to get hot. However, there are specifically hybrid devices that lean into the principles of both convection and conduction. These units typically hit the middle really well and offer better than average flavor and battery life. Something like the Utilian 722 comes in at around $200, and uses both of these principles well. It also can handle waxes and concentrates really well because of this. In summary, conduction vaporizers are typically better for things like a night out, as they have a smaller footprint and better battery life. Convection vaporizers are a little bit better for staying at home. They have better flavor and less battery. Of course, these are all general rules, and you're gonna find exceptions to the rule no matter what you say or do. So please don't take my word as law. Do your own research, look into the devices that you're interested in, and find the one that's right
Heavy
for
duty.
you. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. That's heavy, Bibly. Let's watch this. The live isn't going to go as long tonight because I want to go deal with the bird and before it gets dark and like the coyotes come out. And I'm just tired. I feel tired. I don't know why. I mean, I woke up at like 3, so that might have been why.
Pantera Bibulus asks, how does Austin get so much vapor from the Dynavap? Can't make it happen. Walk us through a bowl. Why don't you spotlight us?
Take stage, bro. Take stage.
Why don't you
Let's run it, man.
Show us the experience. Now, the last time we hyped you up, you combusted.
Yeah, I'm gonna not do that right now.
Don't do that this time.
So we know how to get it thick.
Yeah, man. So actually,
oh my God, Petra.
Part of my technique involves choice.
I don't have a bird. A bird. This really beautiful bird flew. I guess it flew into my window, and it's dead. Its neck must have snapped, but I didn't know what to do because I was like, maybe it's not dead. Maybe it's really in shock. I put a glove on and picked it up, and it had just totally dropped. So, all right, Pete, bye. Okay, so this is an example of a torch or thermal extraction device.
Choice technique that
Petra, I'll take a photo if it's still.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I always used to do the straw technique when packing my material, and I remember talking to Troy. I'm like, Troy, why don't you do the straw technique? And he's like, I feel like when I pack it, I get denser clouds. And I'm like, fuck no, you don't. And then I did it, and you do. So that was cool. I like to be wrong with things like that. So,
learning, man. It's learning. Man.
So when I pack my material, I'm packing this just as if I was gonna pack a one hitter, right? Because when you
this was a red yellow
you make
bird.
Sure you get that all nice and tight.
Looked like a type of.
And then I usually
don't know
do
what.
A
I'll take a
boom
parrot
right
maybe, or I'll look at it.
Throw my cap on top of that, of course. And then when I heat this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna focus right at the Dynavap.
That was such a small amount.
If you will, on the cap, this is imagine my screwdriver as my torch. I use a single flame torch, and I'm pointing it right here. I usually keep it at an angle, so I am trying to heat at the lowest part of the tip. So this will make my chamber as warm as possible. There was just a snap video.
Oh, so it pressurizes it, Kathy?
That just released. Josh was
like
mentioning that you still do that, but then before it clicks, you take it away. You take the flame away and then reintroduce it after 2 seconds, and that's going to make that oven even more hot, so you have a super high temp. You lose all the flavor when you go for hot temps like that,
because the terpenes are so volatile.
So right now I usually do the preheat. I call this the preheat. It's always flavor, but I'm always still down at the bottom. And then what I'll do is with
this
the
is
vortex,
cool.
I'll flutter the airport.
I like this style.
And do mouth pulls, mouth to lung pulls.
Oh wow! I want one of those.
Helps to get that nice black background.
I want one
and
of
the lighting
those.
just right as well, guys.
Where the fuck do I get one of those?
I tell people all the time that we work hard to get this just right.
The light from up top and all the black absolutely does.
The dope first hit, though.
Help with the visual of the vapor. Now it's still a big fucking cloud.
It is. It is.
It's just
you don't use it because
it's highlighted very much. It's exaggerated.
So it just clicked again, and this is my second one, my second little click. Sometimes I like to if I want to let it really marinate.
That's a good
in
point,
there, like
Kathy.
Like oven bacon in the chicken, like chicken bacon in the oven is what I meant to say. Hold it a little further away from your tip.
AC unit. Hi, one WTT Zoo Mafia. Hi, Ramona.
Some nice little clouds there.
Yeah, induction heater would be cool.
Nice job, man.
Yeah, as I'm talking about.
Good demonstration. Good demonstration.
Oh my
Go
God,
back
my
to the-
computer started talking to me. That was
Thanks,
so
Austin.
creepy.
You're the man. Nice job, brother.
Yeah,
like,
man. Holy shit.
Oh, you feeling that? You feeling
Wait,
that?
I want to watch
That's
that again.
right up in there. Job, brother.
Back to the
Nice. Nice little clouds there. Or like a oven bacon in the chicken, like chicken bacon in the oven is what I meant to say. Hold it a little further away from your tip. Give it 1 or 2 rotations after they click, and you'll get some.
Yeah, it's a lot of views.
You get some nice little clouds there.
Nice job, man.
Yeah, as I'm talking about.
Good demonstration. Good demonstration.
Good job.
Go back to the. Thanks, Austin.
You're the man.
Look at
Nice
that
job,
guy's,
brother.
the back of that guy's.
Yeah, man.
All
Holy
of his.
shit.
Oh, you feeling that? You
He's
feeling
trying
that?
not to cough
That's
so
right
hard.
up in there.
Uh-huh.
I need to change. I need to change my view.
I
That
thought
feeling
you
good.
were going to say you need to change your underwear.
That feeling good.
You
Like
eliminated-
that, like usually when I'm blowing clouds in here, you don't see much except for my shirt because of the lighting and this. And I'm preferring to show off the vapes.
I gotta feed the
We'll
dog
change
too.
this up in a couple weeks probably. And one thing I am gonna do is I'm
Totally.
gonna make sure I got enough blackness around here
He
somewhere.
went to the
lightness,
moon and
so that I can get
back.
it all just right on the vapeness, and we'll get the cloudage going a little bit. It'll be a lot of fun, and you'll see the kind of difference that. Pay attention to how you see what I'm doing doesn't show up now because later on it's gonna.
The Vestrato anvil is one of the most powerful
Wow, we'll
devices
have to
that
watch
you can
them
buy.
again.
As it's super efficient, you can get a tremendous amount of extraction from only a very small amount in the oven. You can use it dry, or it fits perfectly into a 14mm female water piece, and the effects from the anvil are incredibly strong. Underneath this stainless steel oven is a thin layer of copper. Copper has incredible conductive properties, so that means when you apply the heat to this large thermal battery, it runs all the way under the oven, giving you super effective heating for your entire oven load. The large copper thermal battery acts as a heat reservoir, supercharging your device for the biggest hit you can possibly get, but it also helps redistribute the heat as you're hitting it, so you get the most complete
That's
extraction
cool.
that you can get. You heat the oven with a butane torch, and where you aim your flame on the oven is going to determine the roast that you get, and the anvil is
Like
incredibly
coffee, the
consistent.
roast that you get. Isn't that cool? Super cool. Okay, I wanted to check what Kathy put in the group chat because there's a. Oh my God, that looks so good. Chris Falconer made the grasses greener. Salsa verde. It looks so good. Quick table of vape types and examples. How could I do this? Say, Bonbon. Can you just cut it out, please? Can you just please cut it out? I'm going to do something. Let's see if this will work. So Kathy put this in the group chat. Your entire oven load. Totally. Let me pull this up and see. I think I can just like, sometimes you can just like do that and it'll, look at that. Oh wait, can you see that? Yeah, you can see it, right? Let me make it a little smaller. Okay, so Kathy sent this in the group chat of the Patreon, which I'm going to put that right now for you guys because I think you should have it before, oops, we go. But this is a really good resource that Kathy, one of my Patreon members, or one of our edibles producers from the Patreon, sent the group chat. And this is the group that I'm talking about. It's my edibles club. It is my Patreon, and that's how all of this started and keeps going, is my Patreon. And I want to welcome, I don't know if you're here tonight, but we have a new member. And Chris Falconer just joined the club from Canada. So welcome to the Edibles Club. He made the Grass is Greener Salsa Verde for his carne asada platter. And it was so good. I love to hear it. I love Salsa Verde. I love it. I want to eat tacos now. So AstroCat on Instagram or Discord, and I can point you places. If you ever have any questions, Kathy is great. I was going to say to you guys, if you are part of the club, we're going to make it so every tier member is a member of the Discord, so we can start moving the group chat over to Discord because it has more it's easier to use, and we can do all sorts of stuff that way. And the voice channel will still be for higher tiers, but we have a group chat. It's on Patreon. I'll still check that, but I think it'll be better to have it mainly be on Discord, and if anyone can't figure out Discord, I'll always check the other one too on Patreon. I can help folks learn Discord if they need this. It really is a club. Do you know what I mean? It's not like bullshit. This is a club and we say it's a club, but it's not really a club. Like, it's really a club, and we know each other and we share stories and recipes and, you know, good times, bad times, all sorts of shit. It's fun. And I moderate it. Winslow's in there too. Oh shit. My fucking Siri is always thinking I'm talking to it, and I just think it's so lonely. Go away, Siri. Yeah, I didn't mean to talk to you. Okay. But let's look at this. So there's different types. Conduction, hybrid, convection. We went over that. Portable battery, swappable. Conduction, so these are your options. These are your options here. This is a great resource. Thank you. Take a bong hit. I also want to say, if you're in LA on Saturday, sorry, I'll be at Dada Market, which is on Sunset and Echo Park. It's right across from Lawson's and is it Walgreens or CVS? I always get the two mixed up. It's right there. It's a really great marketplace if you've ever been there. I'm making meatballs and I'm making cherry cheesecakes. They're from my cookbook. If you haven't made the herbaceous meatballs, I highly recommend it. Oops, almost. They're so good. I always say that. So good. They are amazing. They're my grandma's recipe. I love them. They're on the cover for fuck's sake. And I love that recipe. The thrice baked potatoes, we should make these. These are really good too. And that was a cute photo. I love that photo. Oh yeah, the wacky weed wontons are also excellent. I know it seems weird. It's cream cheese and macadamia nut. It's my auntie's recipe, obviously, but they are with the mustard soy sauce. You have to get the Coleman's mustard, and you mix it with water and then the soy sauce, and they're so ridiculous. They're crunchy and they're all sorts of flavor. Wasn't that couch super cute? What is the yearly rate? Yearly rate? Wait, what are you talking about, Petra? Oh wait, this is Bonbon Cam. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so this is my cookbook. I'm reading my cookbook. Sorry. Oh, here's the meatballs. So I'm making meatballs. These. I love them. Miranda made them. They look so perfect. She really listened to the instructions. I also think we should make the Sky High pizza pie poppers. These are really tasty, cheesy. But I'm not making those on Saturday because it's too much. So that's what I was going to say. There's not going to be a kitchen sesh on Saturday, although I might raise your hand if you think I should do a live stream from the event. Macadamia nuts and cream cheese sound amazing. It's really good, and I think there's a little bit of celery in it. I haven't done that recipe in a minute, but I should. Although I'm trying not to because it's fried. Oh, but they just are the best. A little appetizer. You put those out at one of your parties. The spicy. And so I like to have the mustard, the hot mustard. It's like wasabi hot, right? With the soy sauce. And then I like to do like a sweet chili sauce with it. Like a Maggie's sweet chili sauce. Oh, I think I need to make it. Don't overstress yourself. Me? Oh, for this? No, I'm not going to, Kathy. Don't worry. I'm not doing fried food. Oh, you mean with the live stream? I feel like people would love it though. Winslow's going to come because I don't want Winslow to be out a day, you know? So it's like, and I can always use more content. But I just was like, why don't you come? It's not too far for him. I'm going to make these. These are pretty easy, you know? Unless you make the vanilla wafers. And honestly, I'm thinking about doing it. Just because it's like a special event. But yeah. Hi, Chris. Hi, Pete. Pete's back. I would rather pay once. Pay once? What are you talking about? Wait. Oh, Patreon. You're not going to pay more than once. Don't worry. Petra, don't worry. You're not paying more than once on Patreon. For the Discord, you wouldn't be paying more for that. I'm going to make it so. Is that what you're talking about? I'm going to make me bigger. I wasn't big enough. Hi, Chris Fist. Oh, no, everyone's coming as soon as I'm about to pop off of here because I want to go deal with this birdie. Yeah, Kathy, I think, it'd be fun and people can tune in and see what's going on. And if it's, kind of, you can be there with me without, and you don't have to watch it. I'm not going to know. I'm going to be passing out meatballs. It's from 11 to 3. So 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And I'll have the herbaceous meatballs at Dada in, right on Sunset in Echo Park. And, what else? Dada Market also just has really good snacks, really good baguettes. Like there'll be a baguette if you want to get some meatballs, and then the meatballs I'm just giving them away. It's to celebrate my cookbook. But she has baguettes there. You could get a baguette, you get some cheese, you've got the meatballs, you could go to the lake if you wanted to, you could walk to Elysian Park. There's some tables there as well. She has bottles of wine if that's your thing, and all sorts of things. It won't be infused. I can't do that. But who cares? They're still delicious. And that's what it's about. So the recipes are so good. It doesn't matter if there's weed in them. You still want to eat them. But if you want to put weed in them, this book, my book, will teach you how. Chris, you missed like a really fun, kind of geeky. Would you guys say it was geeky? Hi, Pete. My diet is so fucked up with type 2 diabetes. Yeah, you can't eat anything with bread in it, or like probably even the tomato isn't good. And what are you going to do? That's what I really don't want to happen, is to get type 2 diabetes. My grandmother had it, and I used to be the one who would give her insulin. Meatballs, yes. Okay, and then the cherry cheesecakes, I'm going to make those on Saturday. Let me drop this cookbook one more time. Where did it go? Because I'm going to put 2 links, and you do what you want. So this link is to Simon & Schuster, and it'll give you like a whole bunch of different places you can get my cookbook. If you don't have it already, I really recommend you get it. You can get it from any of those places listed, and I do feel like a lot of people shop on Amazon, and I'm not going to judge you for that. So if you want to, oh wait, where's my, and I actually do get a commission from Amazon, so, but always support a small bookstore if you can. I wanted to share this with you. This is for my whole little, like, for edible makers. There's some good stuff in there. It's basically, and then there's culinary tools too. That ice cream maker that I use, I have in my shop. But yeah, it's been doing, the reviews have been amazing. We have 44 5-star reviews. Pretty cool. And the rating right now, you can look at the rating. It's wild. It's public, right? We're 43,484. The highest it's been has been like 1,300 out of all the books, which was pretty cool. I know that doesn't seem like that high, but that's like out of all the books on Amazon. So I've been really proud of what this book has already done, and I feel like it's going to keep going. More people know about it, right? Because you're welcome, Pete. Because it's, I put a lot of work into it, put a lot of love, put a lot of lab testing and stories, and it tells a lot of stories from my life. And thank you to everyone who's supported that. Hopefully I get to write more books. I'm already thinking about what's next, because I want to do more. I got a big bottle of glycerin because I wanted to run some lab testing on the infusion rate of glycerin. So that's one little project I wanted to work on, and we'll definitely post that to the club. And so I don't cook with glycerin in my home, but you never know. Maybe I'll get into it because it would be great for topicals, you know? Or for if I wanted to extend the shelf life of like fudge or something like that, you can add a little glycerin. What's Amazon? You're funny, Petra. You're funny. I still need to pick up a copy. Bibly, please do. Oh, and if you want a signed copy, and you want to support a small bookstore, these people are great. They've been super supportive, and now serving. Where is Bon Bon? I think she's in the bedroom. She's in the bedroom. She got annoyed with me because I'm still chatting away. So, but it's okay. So this is now serving LA. Bibly, if you want a signed copy, they have signed copies from me. And Jeff loves the book. This is the book. This is the back. That's me. Right? And it has my story, how I got into everything that I do, beautiful illustrations. Ooh, I need to post that. Oh, I'm so stupid. I need to be nice to myself too. This is from Maria Schotler. She did these beautiful illustrations of the cannabis plant and the flower, through trichomes as well. She also did these illustrations of this like terpene chart here and decarboxylation to make it beautiful. So it wasn't so, just not pretty. It's got to look good. And then I have decarboxylation rates in the oven. I even did microwave to see if you could decarb in the microwave. I have a chart on cooking with concentrates, whether or not they're raw or decarbed. I'm pretty sure, Bibly, they'll ship to Canada. Bibly, where are you in Canada? You know what you'll like. Maybe you're on the East Coast, but maybe you're on the West Coast. We're about to find out. Where is it? Beautiful book, Vanessa. Thank you, Pete. I really like, I feel like my art history degree really came in handy. What are those, man? Winnipeg. You'll still know what those are. You better. What are those? Thank you, Natalie. We had so much fun. I will say this. I got food poisoning halfway through the photo shoot. I don't know what it was, but it was horrible. So like I really struggled. I didn't show up one of the days. I couldn't show up because I was so sick, and I was just looking for my phone being like, yeah, this looks good. But it was really fun. I loved working with everyone, Julia and Sam Margarita and Casey Dobbins, the food stylist. And we just had cute dogs on set, and the photos were fun. It was fun. The food was great. And we had all the smoke is weed. It's real weed smoke. Nanaimo bars. Bibli, you can make them. Make those Nanaimo bars. So Nanaimo bars are a Canadian treat. I have a recipe in here called Nom Nom Nanaimo bars. And they, it's basically like chocolate, oats, nuts. What's on the bottom? I always forget. And that's why I write my recipes down. The middle is a special like custard powder. And I just had it. And then the top is a ganache. And they'd be at every party, right? Every party would have Nanaimo bars, at least the ones that I was going to. And I just would house them, would eat them all. They're, to me, something nutty and chocolatey and then kind of creamy here. So the bottom, yeah, it's walnuts, it's almonds, it's unsweetened shredded coconut, love coconut, graham cracker, totally sold, cocoa powder, and then the chocolate chips on top. They're just, so the bottom is, and they're no bake, right? They're a no bake bar. And I think that's why I really saw them at all of the parties, was because they're, you don't want to bake something. Sometimes you just want to do it on the stove, put it in a pan, and then you cut it into pretty slices and people lose their mind. They're like, oh my gosh. So I really like it. I love a no-bake sweet right from the fridge. And Nanaimo is Nanaimo is a city. Is it a city or a hamlet? I don't know, but it's in British Columbia. And that's where the recipe comes from. I'm from the province over from British Columbia. I grew up from when I was 5 till I was 15, I lived in, outside of Edmonton, Alberta. I lived in Sherwood Park. And so that's why I've got some Canadian recipes, and I have a lot to say about what's been going on politically with Trump and how he's been treating Canada. But I'm American as well. Anyway. It's like a good soup. It's a dish that simmers. I can't get enough of Nanaimo bars. And I also love butter tarts. I don't know how you feel about butter tarts, but I'm obsessed. So are you team, and if you do like butter tarts, are you team raisin or are you team no raisin? Because I can go either way. I will never say no to a butter tart. I prefer if they have, I wouldn't even mind a little nut in there, like a walnut or something, but definitely open to raisins. I think they're delicious in a butter tart. And the secret to those from my grandma was adding vinegar, a little bit of vinegar to the butter tart because they're so sweet. Raised raisins, Bibli's into raisins. We're going to have to do butter tarts for the club. But this Saturday, I'm going to just be doing my, we'll do a live, but I won't be cooking. I'll be cooking for this event at Dada. All right, everyone. I'm going to eat some dinner and take off early this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Saturday will be a live stream, but I'm doing an event at Dada Market on Sunset and Echo Park. Come eat some meatballs and some mini cheesecakes with me. If you haven't joined my club, the Edibles Club, it's right up top. It's my Patreon. It's where we hang out. It's where we chat. It's where you have a direct line to me. So click the link, come hang out, come support the stream. I'm going to hit the outro, and so my club members can be thanked. These are my club members. These are my edibles producers, Madam Dram, Kathy Sachs, Lindsay, Gabriel, and Chris Core. Have a good night, everyone. Come see me on Saturday. Remember who you are. And thank you for cooking the book. Keep sending me those photos. I love to see what everyone is cooking. Good night, everyone.